Hi, I'm Rin Casco, Program Associate with Alliance for Historic Wyoming.
Hi, I'm Christy Smith. I'm the Executive Director for the Alliance. So, Rin and I have noticed that a lot of people kind of mess up the name of the Alliance for Historic Wyoming.
The
Historic Alliance, Wyoming.
Wyoming Historic Alliance.
And we think it's pretty funny. But I think what's more important is that they understand what we do here at the Alliance.
And what's the biggest thing we do, Christy?
I think one of the most important, we do a lot, but one of the most important things we do is we advocate for cultural resources.
And how can you be a cultural advocate?
So what we do is there's a few things. One of the ways that we advocate for cultural resources is we are an interested party in a lot of projects. So we comment on a lot of projects that might impact historic roads, historic trails, archaeological sites, and then historic buildings as well. Another way is we pay attention during the legislature session coming up. So we kind of pay attention to bills that might affect preservation and that might address preservation issues. So we pay attention during the legislature session.
We'll be there when you can't.
Yeah. Rin,
Hey,
why is historic preservation important to you?
well, I didn't actually know about historic preservation until I had this job. I didn't know that every piece of a house, every fixture, or every brick could pinpoint a specific era, piece of history. And it's every day you kind of just walk through history. And 3 years ago, I didn't know that, but now everywhere I go, it's just like I have to stop and look at buildings, and people get really mad at me because they're like, "Rin, come on!" I'm like, "No, but look at this piece of history." And we constantly just live through history, and that's why historic preservation is important and why we need to continue spreading it throughout Wyoming.
Yeah, and I think historic preservation is important to lots of Wyomingites, and so I feel good in this role that we are representing a lot of people who care, not just about historic preservation, but care about history and care about their own heritage. Wyoming and the West, history is so ingrained in our culture and our traditions, and so yeah, historic preservation I think is important to everybody in Wyoming. We'd like to thank our board members and our advisory board members. And especially I'd like to thank you, our members and supporters. And we'd like to thank our partners. And we'd also like to thank the organizations who also support us and whose mission aligns with ours.
And if you're not yet a member of the Alliance for Historic Wyoming, join us today.
You can follow us on Facebook. Check out our website at historicwyoming.org. We have lots of resources and information to share with you on our website. And we just would like to really thank you.
Thank you so much.
The Alliance for Historic Wyoming.
The Alliance for Historic Wyoming.
Yeah. We are the Alliance for Historic Wyoming. Woo! Do you know who Rin and I worked for?
Who you work for? Mm-hmm. Specifically? Because, my first answer is the general welfare of all of us. And believe me, we are in trusted hands right now, and I feel good about it.